Hey there, folks. It's the disembodied voice of Amiibo Jason here, taking a look at a brand new figure that just came into our offices today. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Real Action Heroes figure from Medicom. This is the most expensive piece of Zelda merch I have ever purchased at $280. This is a Japanese exclusive figure, but if you want to pick it up, import sites like PlayAsia and AmiAmi are generally a good option for you. Let's take a look at the box. It's a huge box. You can kind of get an idea of just how big this thing is by taking a look at my hands in comparison. Not only do you get the figure itself, but you get a plethora of accessories, a bunch of different hands, you even get an additional face, the Sheikah Slate, a sword, a shield, a bow and arrow, lots of different things here. And one of my favorite things about this series is the clothes. Most figures you see on the market have plastic clothing, not the Real Action Heroes line. This is a fabric instead. You can really see where this money went because of the quality of this figure. Different things also stand out on this, like the belts that actually clip onto this. There's different accessories that you can clip onto Link as well. Pretty much every piece of this figure is removable, and that's one of the things that I really love about this. But at $280, it might be a bit too much for a lot of people to swallow. Let's take a look at a few different things here. Let's go right into the accessories. Luckily, depending on what accessory you're using, there's generally a hand that you can just pop in. So if you want to pop the sword on Link, you can just pop in the hands that have the grip for the sword. Otherwise, you have a lot of other different options as well, especially if you want to try to get the bow on this thing. Another one of my favorite things about these figures is that you can swap the faces out. They come with two faces, one where Link looks pretty normal, the other he looks incredibly mad. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the angry face, but it's still nice to have. Now, one thing we wanted to show you was the bow and arrow on this thing, however, we broke it when we tried to get it into Link's hand. That's one of the things about these figures. A lot of the pieces are incredibly fragile. I was absolutely heartbroken when that bow broke, but we are gluing it back together, so hopefully that will help. The last thing I want to point out about this figure is it is backwards compatible with the last figure that came out in the series, the Skyward Sword Link. So, if you want to put the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield on this figure, you can do that, and let me tell you, I wanted to do that. This is one of my favorite toys I've seen in quite some time. Standing at over 1 foot tall, this thing is just towering over the rest of my Zelda collection. Again, at $280, it might be a bit much for a lot of people to swallow, but still, if you're like me and a huge Zelda fan, this might be worth your consideration. I'm going to go ahead and recommend this for die-hard fans only.